Sarah and I had been together for 3 years. In the beginning, everything was perfect. Late-night talks, spontaneous road trips, the kind of love that made everything else in the world feel secondary. But as time passed, things changed. The excitement faded, conversations became repetitive, and the small things that once made us happy turned into annoyances. I knew we were both feeling it, but neither of us wanted to be the first to say it. Eventually, we sat down and had the conversation we had been avoiding for months. We agreed it wasn't working anymore. There was no screaming, no dramatic fight, just a quiet, mutual understanding that it was time to move on. We hugged, wished each other the best, and that was it. Or at least, that's what I thought. A week after the breakup, my phone blew up. At first, I ignored it, assuming it was just friends checking in. But when the notifications didn't stop, I finally opened them. My stomach sank as I read the messages. Friends were sending me screenshots from Sarah's social media, posts where she painted me as the villain. According to her, I had been cheating on her for months, lying to her, playing with her emotions while secretly seeing someone else. I couldn't believe it. I had never cheated, not once. I had been faithful to her even when things between us had felt empty. Yet here she was, twisting the story to make herself the victim. And it worked. People started believing her. I got messages from mutual friends, some angry, some disappointed. A few asked for my side of the story, but others had already made up their minds. At first, I thought about confronting her. I wanted to demand an explanation, to ask her why she would lie about something so damaging. But I stopped myself. What would be the point? She had already decided to rewrite the past to make herself look better. I wasn't going to play into it, so I let it go. I cut off contact, stayed quiet, and focused on moving forward. Then, out of nowhere, Sarah texted me. "Hey, can we talk?" I stared at the message for a long time before responding. Against my better judgment, I agreed. She came over that evening, standing awkwardly at my doorstep like a stranger. Her usual confidence was gone. Her eyes were tired, her shoulders slumped, and for the first time, she looked small. "I messed up," she said softly. Her voice, usually full of attitude, was now uncertain. "I was hurt, and I wanted people on my side. I didn't think about how it would affect you." I crossed my arms, my expression unreadable. "But you did," I said. "You didn't think twice before lying. And now what? You want me to just forget about it?" She looked down, twisting her fingers. I miss you." I almost laughed. After everything she had done, after destroying my reputation and turning people against me, she had the audacity to stand in front of me and say she missed me. "You miss me?" I asked, my voice calm but sharp. "Or do you miss controlling the story?" Her face crumbled for a second, before she forced a small smile. "I miss us." I took a slow, deep breath. There was a time when hearing those words would have been enough to pull me back in, but that time had passed. "There is no us anymore, Sarah." For the first time, I saw something real in her eyes. Not manipulation, not entitlement, just regret. But regret wasn't enough. Some things couldn't be undone. Some betrayals couldn't be forgiven. She nodded slowly, as if she had finally accepted it. Then, without another word, she turned and walked away. I watched her go, feeling nothing but relief. Some bridges aren't meant to be rebuilt, and I was finally okay with that.